Hello and welcome back to the third part of the USS Missouri build. At least I think it's the third part. Yeah, I think it is. So the last video I completed the decking of the entire ship. I decided that I wanted to weather it, so this is my weathering process. I took some Vallejo black wash, and did a 50-50-ish. Actually, it was more like 70-30. 70% water and 30% black dye. And then I gave the entire deck, took my my paintbrush and just gave the entire deck some of that wash. Once that's done, it's gonna be sanded, and I'm probably gonna go do it again, but with some gray wash. I'm pretty sure that a battleship that's been participating in World War II, firing guns and whatnot, would have a somewhat smudgy deck. So, and also what I've done is that I wired the entire ship. I don't think you can see it, but we have here we have some. I have 4 LEDs here, and I have 2 in the stern, and the same on the other side. Then I'm going to go up through the deck, through the superstructure, and then I decided to go go out from the middle of the ship, basically, because when the stand is going to come, I'm just going to have a wire that goes down to the stand, and then I can, off the back of the stand, I can cut a hole for the entire length of the wires, and just let it go out to a battery box or a transformer, so I can put it in the plug it in the wall. I don't know yet. We'll see. Anyways, this is just gonna dry a little more, and then I'm gonna, as I said, sand it. And once that's sanded, I already tapered the frames here with my electric sander. So then all that's to it is that I need to plank the entire ship, starting with up here from the bow, and then all the way down here. So that's on the menu for this video. I don't know if I can do it in 1 week, or how long it will take. Once it's planked, it's going to be sanded, obviously, and then we need to double plank it. And once double planked, I'm gonna smear everything in putty, basically, and make sure everything is smooth and nice, without any holes or anything, cracks or whatever, so we can get a nice and smooth hull. And that's basically that. I don't know, I want to try and do some oil canning here at the bow of the ship, just above the waterline. I'm going to see if I can do that. So that would mean that I would, once planked, I'm going to draw some frames and like do small, not triangles, vertical squares. And then use either a knife, I think, so I can just scrape some of the wood off, or maybe my Proxen machine, if it's not too crazy. But we'll see. If I make a mistake and it doesn't work and it is not looking good or anything, I can just put some putty over it and let that be that. So I'm going to try and do that here at the bow, and I'm going to see if I can do it in the stern section. The stern section is made out of these 2 pieces here that you put together like so, and then the keel comes in here. So I'm not sure if I can do it. If I'm going to do it, I'm definitely going to use the my micro proxon uh, machine, and again divide it into sections. Apparently, it was only at the bow and the stern where the armor is thinnest. It's I think I know that in New Jersey it's 1.2 centimeters thick, which is not a lot here at the bow, and also at the stern. Um, so that's why it's the oil canning comes there. Oil canning is I don't know if you know it, but I'm just going to tell you quick. Oil canning comes from when the because the sheets of steel are so thin and they're so big, the sun heats up the metal, and the only way the metal can expand really is going inwards, because I don't know, apparently it just goes inwards, and that's why you can see those waves dense in the hull of the ship, on the bow, and it's the same on the stern. So I'm gonna see if I can imitate that, and see how that goes. I just want to make something a little bit different, trying to look a little bit more realistic than just a static model, because I like that. So yeah, and that's also why I want to stain the deck. I'm pretty sure I saw videos of New Jersey and also saw videos of USS Missouri, and if you see the deck just by sitting in the harbor, or in dry dock as New Jersey is now, you can see that the deck is kind of like grayish, black grayish-ish kind of thingy. So that's what I want to try and imitate. So anyways, I'm gonna get cracking on the planking, and I'll stop the video if I have something to show you that's particularly interesting. Otherwise, this is it. I'm just gonna start planking and film it. So see you later. Right, so continue planking. I laid the first plank here up on the line with the deck, just curving, following the curvature. And then the second planking, I just butted up to this one, but didn't bend it at all. I just let it go how it was supposed to be, so it didn't get any bends or anything. And then I made steelers to put in here at the bow section. And from there is simply just putting on planks until at some point you will probably need to do the same thing as the second plank, just let it go straight and then fill in with the steelers again. But I'm just going to show you how I do it. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Get some glue. So just normal white PVA glue here at the normal frames. Right, so then just the plank up to the middle of the frame because we need to go backwards. And then I just used the my clamps really to hold it on tightly. Right, so I planked all the way down. I put two planks on this side here, and then I took the third one, formed it to this wooden plate here, and had it curve around. As you can see, it's curving, and you do get this little gap here. But since this is the first layer, it's going to be sanded all the way down. I'm going to use some putty to make everything smooth and nice, so you're not going to see that gap. But for us to continue here, you need to make a strip that is kind of like this. Actually, exactly like this, because I just made it. So we're just gonna put this in. From now on here, it's basically just cutting pieces to fit the hull. I'm gonna use super glue for this for these balsa pieces here, the way that I've done with all the other ones. I just use super glue here and here. And there we have it. Push it as far front as you can. And just use a hammer to get it into the correct place. I'm gonna hold it in place with a pin. There we go. Sorry for the noise. And then we're just gonna use this, because I need to have the correct length to it, which is about here-ish. There we go. And then just use a combination of white glue and super glue. Whoops. There we go. And again, use pins, or maybe you have some other tools that you can use. I just use pins. Doesn't need to be the way that I do things. There's plenty of other ways you can do things, and there's the only wrong thing you could say about that is that one thing is more wrong than the other, which is a lie. You just do it the way that it suits you, and everything's gonna be fine. Like so. There we have it. So that's just gonna dry up now, and then we're gonna continue this strip all the way down here. And I'm assuming that we can have the next strip that goes up like this for this plate here, and then we need to kind of cut them and customize them to fit this plate, like I did with this one here, if you can see it. The other side is done, almost done. Well, it's not done. It's done. I'm done with the planking on it. As you can see, I'm sanding it in between, so I'm waiting for the the other planks to dry. I'm working on this side, and maybe you can see that it's gonna be, I don't know if you can see it, but it's very nice and thin here, getting wider and wider and wider. And this one goes up here and it goes upwards like this, like so. If you can see it like this, it might be better. But yeah, so once you're done planking, well, we're not done planking, but after the planking is done, you need to sand everything down, and I'm gonna give it some putty that I have to make sure everything is nice and smooth, and then we go on with the second layer. Yeah, you need to put on these pieces here as well. This is the bulb. I can't put it on now because I have some wood here, but you put it here on the front, and you start sanding down the edges of the wood, so it's gonna match this. Gonna match with the edges of this one here. So there's still a lot of stuff that you need to do. Once this here is done, I'm going to continue with the stern, obviously. So it's out in the future before we do thinking about the next step. So yeah, this is going to be dry. I'm going to continue with customizing all the planks to fit, so I can just continue building upwards like so. All right, see you later. Right, so done with the this side here. Gonna tackle the next side, and this is gonna be the last last planking of the ship for now. We still need to do the double planking. Just wanted to show you what I did. Seeing that the stern is a little bit different than the bow, surprisingly enough. I did the first plank up near the deck by its entire length. It was also supposed, the next two planks is supposed to have the entire length also, but that would be the fourth plank. That's going to be stopping midway on or halfway on the number 4 frame, and then you continue with another full plank, and then you stop here at the 4th frame again, and then continue with another long plank. Then you actually just skip one frame back and stop at frame 6. Oh, sorry, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, frame 5. Again, full plank. Stop with the frame 5 again, and then another full plank, and then I'm probably going to stop on frame 6 again. This corner here is a bit tricky. The way that I did it on this side wasn't really that good, because you couldn't really get the planks to fit proper, because that corner was a little bit silly. So I'm gonna try a little something different. I'm gonna try it this way all the way. I didn't do that on this side. I'm gonna keep on doing the making the steelers here at the end. So this plank would actually come here on the full length, the plank's full length, and then go like so, and then I would probably get the next planks to stop here, and then perhaps a full length. I don't know yet, but I'll see. I'll take it as it comes. But that's what I'm trying to do anyway. So I'm gonna continue on the planking. I'm hoping that I can be done so I can get the money shot with the last plank on this week's video. So I got my work cut out for me. So I'm gonna go work. See you later. Right, so everything is has been planked. Well, not everything. The entire ship has been planked now. It's all done with the first layer of planking. Now it's in for some good sanding and some filler to make sure that everything is nice and smooth. And then we can start the secondary planking on the ship. At this stage, we're at this stage here. You might as well just pull out the metal cast parts, so you can start, you know, start fitting the stuff. Maybe I got, yeah, maybe, never mind. Put the metal cast parts on and make sure that everything is as it should be, and get the ship sanded to those parts as well, so they mix. Just a rough sand, because once you put the second layer on, you're gonna do the exact same thing that you just did with sanding everything and putting filler on and everything and stuff like that. But you need to also put these parts on here, and you need to make sure that they also fit the hull once the second planking is done. So you might as well just go a little sand a little bit here at the edges on either end of the ship. But there's really nothing left to say about this. It's completely done. The deck is not done, so don't get discouraged when you see this. It's not going to look like this, but I am gonna give it a good sanding and trying to give it some sort of grayish look, because the real deck on the ship was made of teak, and it had a kind of grayish color to it. When teak is just sitting out in the open, it kind of get gray. So that's what I'm gonna look for as well. And I do know that the planks are not in scale. It's a wooden ship. If it was supposed to be in scale, I would have to take these strips, which is 3mm, and I would probably have to make three more planks out of one little strip, meaning it would probably be around 1mm planks, and you really can't work with that on a wooden ship like this, and it also take forever. The reason why I did this on the deck is this is a 2-layer pattern, meaning that there's a line, and then there's 2 planks, and then there's a line again, 2 planks, and then there's a line again. On the real ship, it's actually a 4-layer pattern, where you have a line and then you have 4 planks between it, and then the same line comes again. So it kind of like goes sideways like this. I unfortunately didn't know that when I planked the ship. If I had known it, I would have definitely done it. I am a little bit of a sucker when it comes to realism, so I'm obviously going to make this as realistic as possible. Also, on the progress of now it's completely certain that there are no portholes in the ship, in the ship's hull whatsoever. It strains. However, I already put the LED lights in. I could have cut everything up and stuff like that, but I didn't. I'm still gonna need to drill the holes for the drains and vents and stuff like that. And the inserts that you put in are blinded, so they're kind of closed off. So if I at some point feel like it, I can always drill the inserts and let the light out. But I do know that it's not accurate on the ship. However, seeing that this is a ship that's going to be sitting on a shelf at home, it might be kind of good looking to have a few holes in the hull, letting the light out. Uncertain, I don't know yet. So yeah, I'm gonna do this as realistic as I can, but I also have to remember that it's a model ship. It's not it's gonna be in my shelf. It's not gonna be a museum piece. It's just gonna be for me. wife didn't want to have a smoke generator because she didn't want smoke in the house, which is fine, I guess. So no smoke generator, but there are going to be lights in the superstructure and stuff like that. Yeah. So this if we speak of the deck again, you could have chosen to put full-length planks in if you wanted to. It would probably be a little bit faster, but for me, it's just not something that I would do. There's nothing wrong with doing it. I don't believe in wrong or right when it comes to building a model ship. You have your ways of doing it. You can do things multiple ways, and there's no such thing as a wrong thing to do. If you want to put full-length planks in, be my guest, do that. I chose to have 6 centimeters planks. I feel a lot more satisfaction when it's done. Yeah, and it didn't really take that long. I mean, it took long to cut the actually didn't take that long to cut either. What took so long was to actually painting the black stuff on the side of the planks, so you can to imitate the chalking lines. That's the part that took the longest, because you had to wait for the paint to dry. But other than that, it really didn't take that long. I used contact cement, put down a layer, and then I could just put down the planks, and it would just hold the planks in place as I went along. So it didn't take that long. So that's how I chose to do it, and that's how I would recommend you doing it. But you can do whatever you want. It's your ship. On this, again, needs to be all smooth. So it's going to get a rough sanding. Once the sanding, once I'm done with the sanding, I'm going to take some putty and put it all over the hull and sand it down. I'm going to start with something a little bit more coarse than fine, just to take the big gaps and whatnot, like these here, for instance. You can definitely put some more coarse in there. Everything is sanded. I would use some fine filler. Sand that down using a fine piece of sandpaper, maybe 240 grit sandpaper. Again, but you can do as you like if you're building the ship as well. So anyways, it's done. It's nice that it's done. I would just have to do it again on the double planking. But thank you very much for joining me. This is all I have time for this week. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you would like and comment and subscribe to my channel for further support. It's been amazing with all the support that I got when I started building the ship. So please keep on doing that. That's really nice, and that fills me with full motivation to keep going. So anyways, thank you for joining me this time, and I will see you again in the next video. Cheers. Bye.